From the Highlands. Why? This happens because two reasons. The first one is because the altitude, and the second one is because of the type of soil. The altitude that we have here in the Highlands is higher than in the valley. So for instance, in the valley is 4,000 feet above sea level, and here is 6,000 feet above sea level. So this will create like an environment, like cooler environment. So by placing the plant in a cooler environment, it will make the plant to grow slower. So for instance, in the valley, the plant will take about 5 to 6 years to reach maturity. Here in the Highlands, it will take about 6 to 7 years. So this means that the plant will have a little bit more time to accumulate sugars here in the Highlands. And we are looking for a very, very sweet agave. So this is actually something that we're looking for. This is something that we want. The second reason why we source all the agave from the Highlands is because of the type of soil. Here we have a very characteristic red soil. This soil has a high acidity and a high concentration of iron oxide, clay, and silica. This will make a hostile environment for the plant, and the plant, in its attempt of surviving, will create a lot of sugars. Again, this is something that we're looking for, and this is something that we want. So there are 3 requirements that we need to comply in order to produce tequila. The first one is the species of agave. There are about 200 species in the world of agave. Here in Mexico, we have about 160 species, but you can produce tequila with only one species, and that is Tequilana Weber Blue Agave. We will call it Blue Agave. So the second requirement that we need to comply is the denomination or appellation of origin. That is an international standardization that protects a product that was named after a specific region in the world. In our case, tequila is named after a small town that we have here in Jalisco. It's called Tequila, Jalisco. So this standardization says that we can only produce tequila here in Mexico, and we can only produce tequila in certain regions of Mexico. This means the whole state of Jalisco, some municipalities of Michoacán, Nayarit, Guanajuato, and top north, Tamaulipas. Only there we can produce tequila. That means 181 municipalities, which means 5% of Mexico's territory, only there. And the third requirement that we need to comply, and the most important for me, is that the agave must be registered. So when an agave grower wants to plant a field, they should go to the CRT. The CRT is the Tequila Regulatory Council. It's a private entity paid by the tequila industry for the tequila industry. So the government sets the rules that we all need to comply in order to produce tequila, and the CRT verify and certify that we are actually complying with the regulation. So the agave grower needs to go with them and let them know how many plants and in which field they are going to plant them. So one inspector of the CRT will come to that field and will check that we're telling the truth. So they will map a polygon with a drone, and all the plants that are within that polygon, that is registered agave. So even if you are using the correct species of agave, Blue Agave, and even if you are within the denomination of origin or the appellation of origin, if you use agave that is not registered, you might lose the license. Yes.
How you used to do it before there were drones?
I think they go and they check with coordinates.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
They'll do it like that. Yeah, and I think before they did it like
Walking?
Yeah. Yeah, like okay, how many plants?
Wow.
Like, yeah. Thank God that now we have drones.
Yeah.
So one of the reasons why they do this is because if they know how many plants are being planted, they will know how many agave we'll have in the years to come. So they can advise to the agave growers when to and when not to plant agave. Another reason why they do this is because if they know how many plants are being planted, they will know how many liters of tequila we'll have in the years to come. And in that way, they will check the numbers, and they always need to match. So they are checking everything. You will see it back in the distillery. They check everything.
And so they can get a tax on that as well.
Too. Yeah, too. So these requirements are very important. So this is the agave. This plant, there.